Hi heathens! Today's video I'm going to be doing a like grungy inspired look, but I had Michael pick the primary color and he picked pink. He had no idea what I was doing. I just told him to pick a color and he picked pink. So we're gonna see how this turns out. I don't know if it's the start of a cold sore, a pimple, or what. So I may not put anything on at the end with my lips because I don't want to irritate whatever it is. I have a bit of like Neosporin on it right now and then a little lip balm. So we'll just kind of see how I feel about it towards the end. But since pink is our primary color, I want to go through some of the like loose shades that I have to see if I have a good pink that I could use to grunge out, because I wanted to pick all the, ooh, this is going to be a good one. Okay. This is the Kathleen Lights and ColourPop Loose Shimmer in the Scales. I say loose shimmer, it's a loose shadow. Does it say specifically? It just says loose pigment. They are technically all shimmery. But, so that'll be my, like, brightness of the eye look. But, for, oh, this is broken! Oh, well that's highly disappointing. I was going to use my ColourPop Wine and Only palette, but I don't even know if I can show you. You can see right there, this shade closest to the camera in the middle is broken. So I'm actually going to need to do something about that. So let me put this somewhere out of reach where it is not going to fall or anything until I can get that addressed. Okay, so I'm going to use a different palette then for the remaining colors. I think I'm going to go for this Morphe Lisa Frank palette because it has a bunch of like every color. The pink selection isn't the best, so hold on, I'm going to hold that to the side. What about this? I don't know if this one even has pink in it, I don't remember. No, but, okay, so this is the Morphe 35XS No Silent Nights palette. It does have this row, which has this and that, which I feel like would go good with like deepening a pink. So that's what we're going to use for that. Alright, so I'm going to put up this Morphe one real quick, the Lisa Frank, and then we're just going to get right on in. So my eyes have been like itchy on and off lately because of the weather and my sinuses. So if either of them are a little puffy, that's why. Like, it's not bad enough for me to not mess with them, which does sometimes happen. But like, I don't know if it's going to pick up on camera. This one is a teeny bit bloodshot. Honestly, this one, the inside looks a little yellow, but it's not. At least I don't think it actually is. Just putting on a little bit of eye primer. And then I'm going to just take a like flattish brush to put that across my lids. So how has everyone been? We had a wintry mix weather-wise on Friday, and I was a little jealous because there was a high probability for snow, which does not happen here, like ever. Sorry, it feels like there's something in my eye. And I'm one of those, when they call for snow, believe it when I see it people, because I've lived here my whole life. It's not even a we get snow once a year. It's a we get snow and let me say, we get snow as in it is actual flakes and sticks to the ground even a little, like once every 2 years, if we're lucky, once every 3 years. We do get a bit of like sleet where it's frozen rain, but that's not snow. So I was skeptical. I was like, yeah, believe it when I see it. I'm not getting excited. I'm not worrying about it. Well, we did actually get a little snow, like mixed with some sleet. Everyone else pretty much, except for my friend Katie. Everyone else that I know had at least a little bit of snow, like, stick at their house. And I was like, okay, well, that's terribly unfair, but sure. Like, the one time we actually get snow, we did get some icicles here on the porch, which was pretty cool. But, like, the one time we actually get snow, and I'm like, well, I'll be. Like, I don't get snow. So, that was cool. I'm going to start with this shade, which is Frost Smitten. And use that to kind of go all over the lid as my, like, base and transition shade. I'm going to tap off a little bit and then just try to tap out where that primer is already trying to settle into my creases. That is not a primer that I would personally repurchase. I don't remember where I got it, but it is the M2U NYC eye primer. Maybe it's just not for me. Like, maybe my lids are a little too oily for it, but it seems to want to crease really fast on me. But for quick looks and videos, it is still fine. And I don't like wasting product, so I'm not going to just throw something away that can still be used, you know? Just a little bit on that lid, you can tell where it's trying to do that. Honestly, a little bit on both. I'm going to tap in a little bit more and try to even them out. Like, across the lid, not necessarily even them out, like, with each other, because I don't think they're that far apart as far as color and opacity. Okay, so I'm going to take that same brush now and tap into Heart Goes Boom, which is the bottom one on that column. My brain forgot the word column for a second, and I kept trying to say row. That is not a row. I'm going to focus this on the outer and inner corners, because I want it to be more focused on the middle for the shimmer. I'm going to take it under the eye as well. I feel like not a lot came off under the eye. Let's try that again. So we've been playing, like, Michael did a playthrough while I was at work, and then I did a playthrough, and now he's on his second playthrough of Detroit Become Human. If you have played that game, let me know your thoughts down below, and let me know who your favorite characters are. That's definitely a game that can be replayed multiple times, because it has so many different, like, options and paths that it will cause the game to take. And I feel like not enough games do that right. Like, sometimes you'll get like 2. This game, seriously, some of the missions wind up with like 7 different ways that they can end based on the choices that you make leading up to it. And so we're on his second playthrough, and so far My favorite of the 3 main characters, I say so far, that was so unnecessary, y'all. I don't know if it's going to change, because I don't know if it really can change, but my favorite is Marcus. He's like the main character, it seems. But then Connor is a close second. And nothing against Kara. I do love her. She just, out of the 3 of them, is my least favorite. Because I feel like regardless what route you take with her, she's the most predictable. If that makes sense. If you've played the game, you might know what I mean. Like, obviously, the further into the game you get, the more that can change. Because you get more options with various things. I hope this ColourPop shaves. I hope this ColourPop shade saves this look. Because I am not crazy about how this eye is turning out. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the primer, if it's the palette, if it's the brush, if it's me, which is often the case. Okay, let's open this real quick. So they come with the little, like, safety lid sifters, but then it's completely open. I do wish ColourPop would bring back their loose shadows, because these are amazing. And they didn't do enough of them or for long enough. Like, I really wish that that was a formula that they would bring back. Even if they only, like, released a few shades here and there with special collections. I feel like it's a missed opportunity to not do anything else with it. Because it was the, like, ColourPop collection, or, the Kathleen Lights collection, and then, like, a few others that they had. But they are such a nice formulation. Alright, so I have some on the brush. I spritzed it. We're going to focus that on that inner part of the eye that I had left open. I'm going to reach in to the jar and get just a little bit more. Can't hold the jar and turn the mirror. Okay, now I'm going to get a little bit more for the other eye. Whoa, too much. And then my favorite, like, side character that you meet but don't play as, I think, is Luther, or the detective. I'd love to know who y'all's favorites are, because I feel like that's such a good game, and there are so many options for, like I said, paths, but also favorites, and a reasoning for the favorites. I just think it's kind of funny that Luther's my favorite side character, and Kara is not my favorite of the main characters. I'm going to go ahead and put on a little bit of mascara to kind of hold that loose shadow where it's supposed to be, so it doesn't fall on my face the rest of this look. So, I might start doing videos. I need a name for them. Kind of like this one. Like, I already wanted to do, like, a Smokey grungy look with whatever color he picked. But sometimes when I'm playing Sims, and I can't decide, like, if I'm making a new family, right? And I can't decide what I want them to be or look like, I'll have him, like, pick an adjective and base my character around that. Or the same thing when I'm building or decorating a house. I'll have him pick an adjective, like soft, and I'll go from there. I feel like I'm going to start doing that with some of my makeup looks, but I need a name in case I make it a series, like the adjective color-based series. So I'll be like, pick an adjective, pick a color. We're going to do hard blue. Alright, I'm going to find a way to turn that into a look. You know what I mean? So, I would love some, like, clever ideas for that series if it becomes a thing. This is the Rowan eye pencil. I feel like I need to rub mine against something really hard because it takes a bit of scraping into my brows to get the color to come off. And I feel like maybe the wax is just like hardening over it. Okay. Now for cheeks, I'm gonna go in with, oh, no, not that one. I hate that they look the same from the side. The Vanilla Cream Truffle palette from BH Cosmetics. And I'm gonna go in with this deepest shade here in the corner. Oh, I got through that. I'm just gonna tap in, like I said, this one right here that's got the BH on it. They don't have shade names. And I'm going to try to take it like across the face in full. All the way over to my nose. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. Okay. Now for a little bit of contour isn't exactly the right word, but just for a little bit of definition on my face, I am going to go in with this Revolution, Makeup Revolution London Pro HD Powder Contour Palette. This is the light medium palette. And I'm going to take a little bit of this second shade here on, I guess, a brush like this. And we're just going to take it and give a little bit of like a bronzer contour moment, just to give a little definition. And then we'll go in with highlighter. And for the highlighter, I think I want to dip into this over here, which is the BH Cosmetics Blacklight Highlight 6 Color Palette. It's a mouthful. And tap into On Point, since it's like a dark pink highlighter. I'm going to take a wide fan brush, though. And we're going to see if this works. Woo, picked up quite a bit, so it should. Oh, yeah. See, that's exactly what I was hoping it would be. Because it's like borderline aggressive, but like with the color and the shimmer. With full pun intended, it is quite on point. Alright. Okay. Now, I don't... Actually, I think that's everything, because I'm not going to be putting anything else on my lips. Just because I don't want to mess with whatever's going on. Alright, so let's set it. I'm going to dry it off. Dry it down, not off. Just a little. Woo. Up close. And that is going to be it for my, again, I don't know what we're calling this, but I wanted to do like a grungy pink look, and that's what it is. So let me know your thoughts down below. Let me know an idea for the, like, series, if I make it a regular thing, if you can come up with anything clever. I like alliteration, but I also like puns, so I kind of want to go one of those two directions. Yeah. Otherwise, give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Subscribe to see more of my content, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.